That's better. Now I can sleep with a clear conscience. Nice. So I'm halfway through putting all the hardwood strips on. If you don't know what these are, just stand by here. It'll all be clear here soon enough. Using hardwood, hickory, little strips there. These are 3/8 by 1.5 inch, and I put a 45 on them to ease getting the saw in there. I'm putting twice as many as we had on the vices at the class. I thought that they were a bit flimsy and could it definitely needed improving, which is what I'm doing. So I'm making them a little bit more robust and twice as many. Using these beautiful bronze screws, taper screws, so those will hold nice and secure. So I'll show you the process of shimming these up and installing them. Whenever possible, use a template. It just saves so much time. I've got two different bolt patterns or hole patterns here. I marked templates with a T on them, and that way I can do one, and I can lay out how I want my screw holes to be, and then I can use that and just transfer using a little awl here to each one without going through the rigmarole of laying everything out, each piece individually. Because I use a template, I only have to change my tools one time. I'm not just going back and forth repeating the process. I can come out here, chalk up my drill bit, and drill everything at one time. If you look closely here in the hardwood strips, you'll see that they're spaced up. And the reason why is the saw needs to be able to slide underneath here. It needs to be able to slide in, and so they have to be spaced out. This here is a Simmons saw gauge. It measures different thicknesses of material. Sheet metal is measured in gauges. You can see right there, different thicknesses. So what I have determined is for the center, because good saws have tapers, the saws that I'll be using, I'll start with a 14 gauge in the center as far as the spacers go, and out here to the outside we'll go with a 13 to 12 gauge. Back in Granddad's bolt box. So since I'm in the center, I want to go with the 14 gauge, so I'm just checking washers here, and I'm just matching up two washers that share the same thickness. So we got two 14 gauge washers there, and those will do just fine. Be sure and pre-drill everything. On these hardwood strips, make sure that the hole is a little bit bigger than the screw. You do not want to have to thread a screw through this. The screw will pull tight. We'll have a smaller hole here on the vise itself, but make sure you have plenty of room. Countersink those so they're nice and clean, and don't skimp on the wood. You want to use hickory, oak, something really hard and durable, because when we're setting the teeth, we're putting a lot of force on this vise. Now we'll put our two 14 gauge washers right here, and then our hardwood strip. I like flathead screws. They're kind of old-fashioned. I think they're elegant. They look better than Phillips screws. Lots of you have commented that you don't like them. And I'm not saying this for everybody, but for a lot of people, the reason why you have so much trouble with them is because you're not using the right screwdriver. You don't do this. Don't have a screwdriver that's too small for the head. You know, get the screwdriver that fits. You know, get one that fits the head, and then you're not going to have those problems if you have a good quality screwdriver. And you don't use a 1/2 inch wrench on a 9/16 bolt. You shouldn't use it's too small of a screwdriver on a screw and strip off the head. Now that is properly done. I like it. Much better than what I had to work with at the 9 Mile station, that rickety old vise. This has got some substance to it. I love the hardwood strips, doubling those up, getting more of those. I can adjust them with the screws. Right now they're just about perfect. They're tight enough where this will hold. And I haven't even tightened these up. I've got a lot more I can do if I wanted to. But right here, just the way it is, I wouldn't have to do anything apart from swaging it. We'll cover that later. But as far as filing and doing the rakers and checking everything, this is going to be just right. I couldn't be happier. Turned out super. Got a great big nice 5/8 all thread on there, kept so it won't pull out. Hickory hardwood strips shimmed out to accommodate the saw. They're closer here, further there. We'll talk about tapered saws in another video, but very nice. That's going to be really, it's going to be a real joy to work on. Has a nice organic feel. Didn't cost me much. Didn't cost anything. A few dollars, you know, a few dollars for strips, but let's put our maker's mark on it. A little boiled linseed oil. Well, that linseed oil didn't hurt a bit. That really brought it out. Super nice. Got my little 5-foot felling saw on there, Megan. Just a gem of a little saw. A saw's got 4 gauges of different taper in it. I can't believe it. I almost discounted it because it was so rusty, but with a lot of work, I brought it back, and it's going to be one of my best and most cherished saws. That's it. This is not the end of the bench. This is just the most difficult component of it. The rest of it is the stand, and that will be in the next part. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and start looking for a saw.